You know what I find is so funny? Murderers, serial killers, child abusers, people with 5 times DUIs, they all get public defenders. But parents aren't allowed to negate anything their son or daughter is saying. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how inundated the courts would be if we all decide to say, you know what? I've been convicted. I have been arrested mentally and emotionally. I've been locked up. And I have limited resources, so I want you to assign a defender to me as soon as possible so I can start to get out of this situation sooner than later. Isn't it kind of ironic? Don't you think? I had to throw some Alanis Morissette in there because she's fantastic, and I saw her in concert a few years ago, and she's to see her live is something else. But your son or daughter goes to everyone, their in-laws who don't know you, because if your son or daughter meets someone new and they fall in love and they get engaged and you meet your son or daughter's new person, and they open up and they say, I just don't have a relationship with my mom because she's a terrible person and she abused me and this and that, and you're like, oh gosh, it's terrible. Well, I'll be your new mom because because you're a wonderful girl, and I'm sorry that happened to you, and I well, I'm so glad you told me. I would never be around that kind of a person because she's so terrible. And all of a sudden you start to experience a little bit of discomfort because your son or daughter-in-law, if they join your family, starts to exhibit uncomfortable situations. You're dealing with someone who has to have it their way, and then they demand things be done their way with the kids, and you can't see them, or you can't kiss them, or you can't hold them, or whatever. I realize, my gosh, my daughter-in-law is very challenging, but she came from an abusive home, so you have to be extra kind to her. After a while, you think, I wish I knew this person's mom, because I would love to ask her questions. So, anyways, that's what we deal with. And that's all I've got. I will be back.